Good morning, NBA basketball fans. You know what it is, it's Big Bro. We got Steve-O in the building. We got Haize Drip in the building. Man, we've had an incredible second round of the NBA playoffs. All four series went to 6 games at least. And guess what? We got a game 7 coming up tonight. Philly versus Boston. We're going to talk about who's going to win that game right after this.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
All right, welcome to another episode of NBA Central. Right off the bat, go ahead, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Just don't hit that exit button. You all good with us. You did. Evo, what's good, Brody?
What's the word, bro?
You already know. Haize, what's the word?
What's going on, man? Let's talk about these motherfuckers, bro.
Man, dog on Philadelphia 76ers had every opportunity in game 6 to wrap things up, but they said, you know what? We want to go back to Boston. We want to walk down some cobblestone streets. We want to see where they defamed Bill Russell house. That's what they was on, bro. James
Bro.
Harden. James Harden didn't show up, or did he show up? No, did he show up in this game in Game
No,
6?
No.
Yeah, it was a
He
bogus
pulled
game,
the
but
Harden.
he was bogus toward the end of the game, right? Whereas it's like, hey, you got the MVP of the league, and you just not gonna pass him the ball. And he was tripping all over his own feet. Then Jason Tatum went crazy in the fourth quarter. Didn't score much at all in the game. Went crazy, 16 points in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about it, guys. Is Doc Rivers going to blow another opportunity to move on to Game 7, to the Eastern Conference Finals, or is Boston going to take him out?
You
What's
know
the
what?
word?
I'm honestly say it ain't this time. It ain't Doc that's blowing it. It's just
Nah.
Philly blowing it. It's the team that's blowing it. And and that's where I was coming in. I was sitting here like, dude, this probably gonna be the toughest one to decide because it's like it's almost like they evenly match, even though they shouldn't be. Boston should be the better team, but they've been evenly matched. It's just each person has made minor mistakes, not even minor, major mistakes in the end of games that cost them the game.
Yeah, like
So
allowing one player to outscore your whole team in the fourth quarter, that definitely would be a major mistake
didn't
right
even
there.
double the like motherfucker.
Didn't
Like
even
it's
double
just,
team him
just,
or nothing.
just stupid. Like, and now that's where you kind of get on Doc Rivers about. But for the most part, he coached a pretty much good game for y'all to win. Y'all had multiple opportunities to close it out. Y'all let this. Y'all lost it.
And
Like,
especially Maxi, right? Because he's coached Maxi up. Maxi was like a no-show in the first few games. These last couple of games, he's giving you 30 plus energy, hitting threes, all of that, and they still came up short in game 6. So let's call it. This ain't even gonna be a long one. It's the only game we gotta talk about. Who you got? Philly or Boston to this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, Mother's Day basketball.
listen, I'm not picking against Boston in Boston. That could come back to bite me in my ass. But I can't pick Boston to not win a game 7 in Boston, bro. Especially with how up and down the 76ers have been, bro.
All right, so Hayes going with Boston. Who we got? Steve O.
that is the same thing. Boston been up and down too. It's just I
They've
don't know.
already lost 2 games at home in this series.
And I mean, and the Philly has shown they could come in. They could come in and beat you in Boston. Like that's not no problem. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna be the black sheep. I'm gonna pick 76ers.
You picking the Sixers. Hayes got Boston.
It's hard for me to pick Harden in a game 7, bro.
I ain't
18 for
picking
Harden.
Harden. No damn sure I'm not picking Harden. I ain't picking Harden at all. I'm picking Embiid. That's what I'm expecting.
I feel
Embiid
you.
for like that's what I'm really expecting. I'm expecting Embiid to have a performance of his life, and he carried the load.
But he
I don't
need
know.
help, bro. Him or
Yeah.
Maxie then got to step up big, bro.
I
Well,
mean, Matt.
if the trajectory, if the trend continues to go, James Harden kind of been doing like every other game or so where he stepped up in this series at least. So we can expect at least a better James Harden in Game 7, at
I'm a
least from the
roller
way
coaster.
at least from the way this series has been going. Maxi's kind of been steady. Tobias Harris got to step up too, man. Like that's really important. You can't
That
have
ain't gonna
a
happen.
2 for 7, 3 for 8 games that he's been peppering into this situation. On the other side, you got Al Horford been struggling, and he's their guy that hits those momentum swing shots. Tatum been struggling too. He did all right at the end of the last game, but prior to that, he was a no-show. Brown been steady too, man. It's hard to pick this one. I think the X factors are going to be the difference in this one, and I'm leaning toward Boston, man. It seemed like Marcus Smart, that dude was a half a second away from winning game. What was that? Game 5, where he hit the shot in overtime after the buzzer, and he played really well in Game 6. I think Marcus Smart is going to come out and play well on both ends of the court. And that's going to be the difference for Boston to overtake Philly in this Game 7. But it's going to be great. Y'all already know how I feel about Game 7s, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, you prayed for it.
This
I,
your last Game 7 of the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't getting no more Game 7s these playoffs. I'll tell you that right
Ooh.
now. It ain't happening. It ain't no more Game
Bro,
7s coming
I
your
heard
way.
that you should have heard his heart. If you listen real quiet, you just heard tink 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 tink
how
go off.
dare how dare you, man? Like, first of all, like it's the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals coming up. We need 2 Game 7s in these
You're not getting
situations.
none. You're not getting none. You're not getting any.
Not
You
even
may
the Miami.
you may get a couple of Game 6s. You ain't getting no Game 7s.
Especially in the East, bro.
Especially the East. That
You
That
think
shit
Boston is
going.
going to watch
That
Miami?
shit going 6.
bro, that Cinderella story is coming to a harsh ending. Watch
That
what
shit
I'm
going
telling you.
5 or 6, bro.
We gonna see, man. The Heat culture is a thing. With I think this is Eric
Listen,
Spoelstra's eighth conference finals appearance
yeah,
as a coach.
that's all fine. That's all fine and dandy. Don't get me wrong. Eric Spoelstra is an amazing head coach. Right now, I would get rid of DeMar DeRozan and Billy Donovan if we can get Eric Spoelstra in the building. But here's what I'll say with that: you can have all the Heat culture you want to have. At some point, when's the last time we saw a player that's had to carry the team as much as Jimmy Butler has had actually win the title? At some point, you run out. He's getting no help. None.
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
Bam has been marginal this whole playoff series.
I wouldn't say no help. Lowry has showed up. He showed up,
Lowry.
and
Lowry.
listen, and the shooters, Strus and Duncan Robinson
I
has
will give
been
you that.
rejuvenated.
I will give you that.
And
But
Gabe.
yeah, that's what I'm
Gabe
saying.
Vincent
Gabe
too.
Vincent too. So like you getting shooting. That's really what's helping them, and they
But the
play
thing is,
defense.
it's that because Jimmy Butler has literally been them. I'm telling you. Listen, we've all
And he's
seen
on one
Jimmy.
ankle.
It's running out at some point in time. Because keep in mind, every team that he's faced so far, don't get me wrong, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's been easy at all. He's had to play amazingly, but go back and look at what we really expect as wing defense from those teams that he played. We got a team full of wing defenders coming in. If he ends up playing, now I will say this: if it ends up being Philly, I think they'll get past Philly. If it's Boston, they're not getting past.
I mean, because we can't overlook
Mm.
Drew Holiday, right, from the Milwaukee series. He first team,
Drew Holiday had a terrible play,
but he's still a first team all defensive defender.
not in the playoffs. They came from the regular season. If he came in the playoffs, he's not
Bro, you
first
can't
team.
transfer stuff over, bro.
What you
Yeah,
mean?
like,
I thought he was a good wing defender. That's all I was pointing
he
out.
is. He's a great wing defender. He hasn't been this playoff. He's been cool this playoffs, bro.
Yeah, well, it's gonna
He
be
just
a
got
great.
cooked. He got cooked. I'm sorry.
He did.
That's the first time in a very long time I've seen Drew get cooked.
Well, Jimmy,
Yeah,
like
you
Jimmy
rarely
got
see
like
Drew
4
get
inches on him though, right? Like 4-5 inches.
Bro, I've seen him guard dudes bigger than Jimmy and lock him down. I think what it was, Jimmy was just stronger than him. And there's very few people that you could say that's stronger than Drew.
Keep in mind, Drew Holiday is much. He only gives up, I think, 2 inches to Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler, but they have the same exact wingspan.
Mm.
That's how retarded Drew Holiday's wingspan is. Usually, that's why he's such an amazing defender, bro. I guarantee you, Drew Holiday can scratch his kneecaps while he's standing
Well, he
straight.
can tie his
That's how
shoe.
long
He
his
could
arms
tie his shoe without bending.
Long arms. He could have been a welterweight. But nah, man.
Oh, welterweight though.
Oh yeah, man. When you at that height, like when you look at the weights for boxing, it's crazy. Like
Bro,
people,
that man
I
would
would
have
be a
been light
heavyweight.
heavyweight, bro.
I would be a heavyweight at
Bro,
220.
he's 6'4", what, 250? That's
That's
pretty much heavyweight.
that's
That's light
heavyweight.
heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying. He'd
Yeah.
be a heavyweight, but if he in a training camp, he definitely gonna lose a bunch of weight for boxing. But at the end of the day, man, we got a big game today. I'm very excited for my game 7. I don't care what you talking about, Haize. We gonna get at least
Ain't
one game
nobody
7.
say we wasn't excited.
No.
You
I'm
just
talking about the
said
next round. The next
this
round, we
gonna be
getting at
your
least
last
one.
one.
Nah, y'all can't take that away from me.
Boy, that man Jimmy on one
It ain't
ankle.
been given to you yet. It's not coming. You ain't had it. It's not coming, bro.
Santa
All right.
ain't in that gift.
Well, all right, y'all already know how we do over here in the Central family. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us on all of our channels: Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, Chicago Sky Central, Chicago White Sox, and Chicago Cubs Central, and of course the Cognac Game, Shot Bulls podcast with C-Dub and Bobby. Of course, we're gonna do some more live calls at some point during the playoffs. But hey, it's prom season, wedding season, graduation season. It's busy over here too. So
Getting pregnant season.
Hey.
Y'all watch yourselves.
Hey, ain't not for me. It's over with, man. None of that.
Something you want to tell us?
Oh no, not me. I'm fixed. I'm
nip
He
tuck.
said no more.
I'm good.
Finished.
Don't worry about it.
All right, man. For Steve O and Big Haize, I'm Big Bro, man. We gonna holler at y'all tomorrow when we talk about Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Denver Nuggets and the LA Lakers. Man, the Lakers went from 14th in the West to the Western Conference Finals. Got to give Rob Pelinka a little bit of love for changing things up and doing what the Bulls didn't do, going out on the trade deadline and repurposing their roster. I had to mention it. I'm sorry, Steve. I know how you feel about that. I had to mention it.
In the video.
Peace out, y'all.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.